David wrote in. He says, "Would a locking miter joint?" I have a picture there. "Would a locking miter joint be a good choice for building shop cabinets?"
I don't want you talking.
Yeah, I'm waiting for you to do it. Mute. There you go. Okay, so if you guys aren't familiar, that's what you would call a locking miter joint. Generally, I mean, you could make that some manual way, but usually you use, speaking of big honking router bits, use one of those bad boys.
That looks like a William Ng bit.
Kind of. So it's one where the same bit does both pieces, and you just cut them at a different point. Now, typically, these will either come with, or they have available, a little setup jig that you can use that positions your bit vertically in your router table. So that's really important because you can see with the way that is, if you don't get those lined up just right, you go to put that thing together and that miter is not going to be where you want it to be. So that is perfectly viable, especially for shop cabinets. If you're going to be, ripping through these things, once you get it set up, you're using a nice consistent thickness material like a plywood or something like that. You're just going to have all these corner joints batched out pretty quickly, and there's a lot of glue surface in there, so they, generally speaking, are nice and strong. I could tell you I generally will not do this only because I don't like fussing with the router table and dealing with the setup and all that stuff. I usually opt for some other type of joinery, but that's just a personal preference thing.
I always see those joints that can I switch back? Where it's like it doesn't look like it should fit together. Like they're like wonky and they like slide them in and you're like, who thought? I mean, that's like,
You're talking about like you always see
really
videos online, like a Japanese like
Japanese.
sunrise joint or something it's
Yes.
called.
That stuff blows my mind.
Yeah, with some cool geometry.
Yeah.
That I would not do for shop cabinets.
Oh, come on. Can you do it from a bookcase?
A built-in bookcase? Sure.